Hello, everyone. Here we are recording at Frosted Nug Productions. This is our general trigger warning. This podcast discusses death, child loss, suicide, mental health, and grief. We are not trauma professionals or therapists. We offer no professional advice. We are just two friends with a lot of life experiences who want to help others. Welcome to Because of Eli. Hey, Amy.
Hey, Erica. It's been a bit since we've been here.
It's been a long bit.
Yes.
And a lot has happened.
Yes.
I feel like my mic is... I'm going to go ahead and start moving my mic now.
Yeah.
Just to get in the pattern again.
It's fine. Yeah, a lot has happened. And where do we start?
I know. Because we can't even ask what we've done for ourselves because we've done so much.
Yes.
It's been since November. Mm-hmm. And since then we've been through holidays and celebrations and birthdays and Jim Belushi.
Yes. Yes. Yeah. So since you mentioned that, we can start there.
Yeah.
Jack is here at the Frosted Nug where we record. And Jim Belushi had stopped by here. He did a little podcast with them, and he's still meet and greets with people. And Jack approached him and handed him some of the Because of Eli stickers. And he asked what this was, and Jack explained the podcast, a little bit about Eli and how we lost him. And my husband is not a hugger, but Jim Belushi pulled him in for a hug, and Jack said it was probably a good solid 5 minutes of hugging and telling Jack, encouragement of, he's going to get through this. We're going to get through it. And he promised that he would listen. So I hope that he's had the opportunity to listen.
We hope so. It's very exciting.
Yes. Yes.
That's really cool. I was working when I got the pictures, and I work at a school, and there's a lot of like young teachers and stuff, and I'm like, oh my gosh, guys, look. And they were like,
they didn't know.
They didn't know.
Oh,
and
no. How can you not know?
I was devastated.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I'm so old.
Yeah.
But
it was exciting for us.
But it was so exciting.
Yeah.
It was very exciting.
Yes. It was. And just speaks to the type of person that he is, to really give Jack that time.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, it's a common human experience, loss, that it really can bring out, that best in a lot of people and that need to connect.
I agree.
Yeah. And so, we've been through the podcast move because it was out over there for a little bit, so we weren't in the studio, so we didn't get a chance to come in and record. And
we did a couple on the goes.
We did. If anyone was watching on our YouTube channel or our reels, we did a stop at Cape Henlopen, right? Yes. And we did a stop at Shellville.
Yes.
Did some holiday
which was very cool
stuff. It was yes. And we did Sean's house. But let's jump back to the holidays.
Okay.
So we had a podcast episode released just before talking about preparing to go into the holidays and thoughts and plans and how to just expect the unexpected and be able to roll with the punches when you're going through grief during the holidays. So, I mean, how'd it go?
Thanksgiving was rough. Even though my cousin had helped amazingly, but there were still some things that I was expected. I don't want to say it like that. Not expected, but there were things that I needed to handle for our dinner, and I was really putting it off till the last minute, which ended up holding up dinner because I had been dragging my feet. On Thanksgiving, Jack had to work until a little bit before dinner, so maybe an hour or two before dinner, and then Hannah worked, so I was home alone. So it just made it worse.
Yeah.
I feel like I did better for Christmas than I did Thanksgiving. I really struggled with Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Christmas wasn't easy, but I was really focused on making it festive and happy for Hannah. So I feel like it distracted a little bit because I was so focused on that.
Yeah, because when we talked on the podcast, you weren't sure you were going to put up a tree. That's kind of where we were sitting in that moment, right? And then you did end up putting up a tree.
I did.
So proud of you.
I was a little late putting it up, and admittedly, I'm late getting it down because it's still up.
Same though.
Okay.
So
okay. Because I'm not
too.
usually like that. Like New Year's Day is usually my time that I put all the Christmas decorations away. So this is really late for me.
Yeah.
But everything is. It just takes so much energy to do everything. So it's just.
Yeah.
I don't know. Hopefully I'll get there before the end of the month.
Even if it's fine. And we got to come over for Christmas Eve.
Yes,
and
which
I got
was
to
great.
sign the infamous
Yes.
table cover.
Yes, you
we
did.
all got to sign it. My
Yes.
husband drew on it,
Yes.
of course.
Yeah. And that's fine.
We have made our mark.
Yes, I love it. And apparently we did well enough that Miller's requested to come back for next
You
year.
are
So
now-
that's fun.
You are now part of our
Yes.
Christmas
Yeah.
Eve tradition.
I love it. We had fun.
We sure did.
Yeah.
Honestly, it was a lot of fun. You know, playing reindeer games.
Yes.
And being a little competitive.
Yes.
which No one there was.
No,
At all.
not at all. Not at all.
That was really fun. And then you guys had Christmas morning, just the three of you.
Yes. And then Hannah did get invited to go to her aunt's house on her dad's side. So she did go over there. She had dinner with them, which was nice because she hasn't had a lot of that. So it was a really good experience for her.
Awesome. That's really good. Did she feel like it went okay?
She was
happy?
really happy.
Good.
She was very happy to be invited, really happy to be there.
Awesome.
So it was really nice of them to invite her.
Yeah. And that's a whole different, like, she doesn't see them, like you said, as often.
No.
Yeah.
No, but I mean, we try to make up for it. Like and honestly, she's much more engaged with us as well. She used to be very much like, no, I'm good. I'll stay home. I don't want to go. Now she's like, wait, where are you going? I want to go.
Yeah.
So it's nice that she wants to be included.
I mean, it's because of her that we ended up having our weekend at
Yes.
the beach,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And
that
Anna
was-
wanting a Hallmark Christmas.
Yes. She specifically asked to go somewhere that looked like a Hallmark movie. And Erica mentioned Rehoboth Beach. They have Shellville. And it was perfect. And it was a perfect weekend. Like we did all the things.
Yeah.
Hot chocolate and we made ornaments.
We
Kids
decorated
cookies. Yes. It was
We
really
went
nice.
shopping.
Yes.
All of the shopping. It even snowed.
That's what I was just getting ready to say, which was super exciting because my whole life, you think as close as I am to the shore, I would have seen snow on the beach. I have not. And I've always wanted to see it snow on the beach. And I finally got to see snow on the beach, and we went out there. It was pretty cool. It was very
Don't
cool.
ever tell me there's something you want because we're going to get there. We're going to make
Exactly.
it happen. Oh,
Exactly.
it's 18 degrees? No, we're going on the
Yes.
beach because there's snow and Amy needs to see
Yes.
snow on the beach.
Exactly. It was a great experience. I loved it. Hannah loved it. She had a really good time. So I
Awesome.
appreciate it.
Yeah. And we got to do some recording there like we talked about. And we left one of Eli's rocks and it was
Yes.
found the same day.
Yeah, almost immediately, which
Yeah.
was really cool.
Yeah.
And speaking of his rocks, a couple cool things have happened since we last talked about them. One of his rocks that was found in Canada made its way to Utah, made its way to California. Someone was getting on a flight from California to Florida, handed it to the pilot, and the pilot took a picture of Eli's rock in the cockpit and was like, Eli and I are flying today.
That's so cool.
That was really cool. And then one of my favorites, I just got pictures yesterday. One of the folks that found one of his rocks in Alaska that took this rock to multiple locations, even out of the country, took the rock to Brazil, and then gave it to friends that took it to New Zealand that were found by a bunch of ICU nurses that were hiking, which was really cool. But this particular person found his rock in Alaska. She lives in Louisiana, and she travels the world. And she reached out to me at one point and asked if it would be okay for her to paint some rocks and take them on future trips. And I said, absolutely. And I sent her some of the little cards that I leave with the rocks. Mm-hmm. I sent those to her, and she sent me pictures of the rocks, and they are beautiful. They are so beautiful. And it's just so touching that a stranger has been touched by Eli, that she really wanted to help spread awareness and help honor him. And it's so touching.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That it's really cool. And they really did a fabulous job on those rocks. Mm-hmm. We'll probably share them on here. Make sure we get that out when we release the episode. Mm-hmm. Got so much, I feel like, to share out there once we get the episode out, show people stuff.
Yes.
Awesome.
Something else that we did together in December. It was early December, actually, and this was before I had my tree up. We went to dinner with a psychic or
a medium.
Yeah. I forget how it was listed, but we went, and in those kind of circumstances, there's so many people there that you know that the likelihood of them landing on you was pretty slim. And she had even mentioned that, that she only had this little bit of time, and it was
there was there was like 40 people there. It was a pretty big crowd.
Yeah. Did you want to mention her name? I saw you got the card.
I pulled out her card. I just happened to still have it. Tammy Petroselli.
Okay.
Is her name, and she's from Pike Creek Reiki and Healing Arts.
Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that you had that, because I couldn't remember her name.
That's how we roll. We forget things are in our wallet, and then they come in handy.
Yes. And she was great. Mm-hmm. She really was great.
It was my first experience.
Yes.
So I also want to put that out there. Yes. I hadn't ever attended an event.
Right.
Or been with a medium before.
Yeah, and it's just something, it's interesting. It's fun.
Mm-hmm. I went in with zero expectations at all. I didn't go in judging. I didn't go in with this, it's absolutely going to happen type of, I'm just like, I'm here. Yeah. And I'm here for it.
Exactly. Now, I was the complete opposite. I went in with all the expectations, and I literally, as I was getting ready, I'm like, Eli, it's at 5:30. You better be there. You better be there. And we did record it, so we're gonna actually post those just so other people can hear them, because sometimes when you say medium, people just they poo-poo it. It's not real.
Immediately. Yeah. Which is fine.
And that's what I was going to say.
That's totally fine.
Totally fine. And there are people that aren't being honest and all that. And I think you can tell the difference, too, when you're talking to someone like this lady and a future guest that we're having, is much the same way. Don't feed me any information. You can confirm that you understand what I'm saying, but don't feed me information.
Yeah.
So I think that makes a big difference, too. But when she started, I didn't realize that Eli was going to pop up first, and he sure did. But at first, I didn't think it was him, because he kept saying accident, that he died in an accident. So I didn't really get it. So there were a couple other things she said, and she was on the other side of the room.
She's
like, they're over here, a complete opposite of where we are. And then I forget the thing that triggered it, and I was like, that's him.
Yeah.
Because I forget what it was, but it was definitely like, that was him. And there were multiple things that she said that were very on point, and I was like impressed that I believed her. Not everybody, might not be for them, but I believed her.
Well, and it's something where on either side of that coin, you can find, like, you can get some confirmation bias either way.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, oh, well, you had to say no to, like, one thing she said. And it was, oh, well, then she's just surfing or whatever. But then there were a few other things that it's like, if you're looking for confirmation that it's true, you got it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And it definitely, I mean, it was what, and I've watched, like, medium shows before, right? Like, what was his name? John Edwards or whatever.
Like
something there were different people growing up that had specials or whatever. And it was always like, oh, look, there's so many different people there. And you always think they're plants. They're plants. Well, I know you weren't a plant.
Yeah, exactly.
You knew for a fact. I knew that. So it was, it was a really neat thing to witness.
Yeah.
And I know enough about Eli. And then, later in the night, there was one that was mine. And it was like different things that came through that were kind of like, oh, that's like a really interesting thing to hear coming out of someone else's mouth.
Yeah. And a couple of the points that she made, like confirming that it was him, were very interesting, because it's not, because some people are like, well, they could have researched who you were,
right.
But these were things. I mean, who has that? I mean, I'm sure there are people that have that kind of time, but some
true.
of the things that she was bringing up, like names, it just seemed like so.
Yeah, because I'm thinking
specific.
through, like, okay, so if they have our names ahead of time, right? I'm like, okay, well, since this has happened, my name has changed 3 times.
Right.
So even looking up stuff, I'm thinking, did I ever share that on social media? Was that something? I'm like, there's really, like, probably not a lot that she could have found that information from. But also, like, I would understand if someone was like, oh, well, that's, your last name, and she looked that up or whatever.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was some interesting stuff.
Yeah.
So in our next episode, when we have an interview coming up, and we're going to be posting, I think, the recordings at the end of that one. So might edit them up a little bit, make them a little shorter, because she talked to you for a long time.
Yeah,
it was a really long one.
Yeah,
but some specific things I say.
Yeah, and even I mean, again, I guess you can research, but she also had made mention of Eli's stepbrother. And she initially had the name a little off, and I was like, because she was saying Ryan.
Right. Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't know Ryan. I'm like, there's a Brian. And she was like, okay, that's probably then what it is.
Yeah.
But it wasn't like, I don't know. I felt like it was true.
Yeah. I mean, it was absolutely an experience. I think it's something that if there's any curiosity at all that somebody has, it's definitely worth finding an event or like going to somebody just to experience it for yourself and then make some decisions based on that.
And I feel like, again, everybody has a different way of dealing and finding comfort, but this is just another way that it if you're into it and open to it, it can bring some form of comfort.
I agree 100%. And it doesn't harm anyone else.
Exactly.
Right. This is not something where you're going to try and do something that's hurtful.
Exactly.
This literally is just something you can invest in that may or may not give you comfort.
Right.
You might find new information or new feelings about stuff, and you might not.
Yeah.
But because there were a lot of people there that did not get readings.
Yeah.
So I mean, she got a lot.
She did.
She really was quick moving.
Yeah.
It was good.
It was good.
Yeah, that was an exciting. I feel like we've done so much.
I know, we really have. And then we talked about Christmas. And then obviously there's New Year's, which wasn't that huge of a deal, but for me it was just like the turning of the calendar. Like this is now it's like we are getting close to the year mark, but it's just makes it even more official. Like it's no longer 2025. Like that's
you're no longer in a year that he existed on this plane.
Yeah.
That's hard.
It's
a really hard thing.
Yeah. And then after that was his birthday.
Yeah.
So I'm only sharing this story because I feel like it just emphasizes that you're where you're supposed to be when you're supposed to be there. I had seen on one of the pages that I follow, parents that will pay for birthday cakes on their child's birthday. Like they'll just call and randomly pay for someone if it's on the birthday. So I was like, that's such a good idea. And I thought about it. So then when I had my courage up to call, because I'm like, these people are going to think, you're doing what? So when I finally got the courage up to call, I called a couple bakeries and they're like, nope, no, nothing. So I started crying because I was so upset because it was such a good idea. And I felt like it would just be a blessing to me to do this for someone else on his birthday. So I started crying and then I was like, I normally do. Get it together. Actually that night we were leaving to go to DC. Jack and I had gone to DC a couple weeks ago just for like a few days. And Jack had ran into the convenience store, and I was sitting out in the car just like scrolling through Facebook, and you know, sometimes you'll see groups that you're not a part of.
Yeah, like just a random.
Yeah. So this was just like a random post from someone on a page that I don't follow. And she was explaining how her son's birthday was coming up and she wanted to buy him the Spider-Man cake. They didn't have a lot of money. Was there someone willing to do this? And she had a picture, something like this for him cheap. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God. This is it. This is it. So I bumped my phone, and you know how it just like now you've lost it.
Gone.
Yeah, you've lost it. So Jack comes out, and I'm driving. So he comes out, and I'm like, I saw this post, and I explained to him what it was, and I'm like, I really want to pay for the cake, like, but I don't know how to find her or this post. I lost it. Yeah. So
that's a lesson. Immediately screenshot anything that you might be interested in, just in case.
Yeah. So Jack is just like scrolling and just like searching different groups. Cause I'm like, it was like Salem something community, something. I don't know. So he's scrolling and he's like, I got it. I found it. He's like, I'm going to message her. So he had reached out and said, did you find someone to make the cake? And she's like, oh yeah, I found this bakery. They agreed to do it. And Jack's like, well, my wife and I would like to pay for the cake. And he explained our situation, Eli's birthday. And she was like, okay, well, the smaller cake is what it is. And then the bigger cake. And she said, I have the smaller cake feeds 10. That's what it was. The smaller cake feeds 10. And the bigger cake feeds 20, but I have 15 people coming, but please, like, just do what you want to do. And then Jack's like, what do you want? Like, we want to buy the cake that you want. If you want the one that feeds 20, then that's what we're doing. So she's like, well, you call tomorrow and decide what you want to do. Aww. So Jack, like, as soon as his eyes opened, he's, like, calling the bakery. And when he called, she was like, oh, yeah, you're her neighbor. And Jack's like, no, just a random person. I don't know her. But he was like, just do the bigger cake.
Yeah.
Because we wanted him to have what he wanted. Because she did say he's on the spectrum and like he doesn't speak very much, but that he was specifically asking for the Spider-Man cake and kept asking, am I going to get a Spider-Man cake? So I just feel like that was what we were supposed to do. Yeah. So I do think that for all of us, we should probably pay more attention to things like that because it's
100%.
Yeah.
It was like your phone knew you were calling bakeries.
Yes.
So it was like, what are random things about bakeries on social media that we can send you?
It probably
and that's the one that popped up for you, which is like the perfect fit for what you're doing.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking about it when it was like you couldn't find anybody, right?
Yeah.
It's like, I'm like, there are so many other like really cool options that people, if they weren't like having luck calling bakeries or didn't have something like that, like food banks.
Yes.
Donating like cake kits.
Like I did see somebody doing that.
Like doing a cake tin, right, with the mix in it and all the like they would put in all the things that they would need, including candles and like birthday napkins and stuff. And you could do like 6 or 7 trays of them.
I love that.
And you could do that or donate like to a maybe like women and children's shelter gift cards to a bakery so they could get birthday
That's
cakes.
A good idea.
In the event you couldn't find someone or it didn't match up.
Yeah.
Other ways to like help celebrate.
Yeah. Or even you could switch that up every year. Do something different.
Do something different. Yeah.
Yeah, I love those ideas.
Yeah. Just like so many neat ideas of like ways to honor.
Yeah.
And like do you would have been making a cake and you did make cupcakes.
Yeah,
this
I did
year.
make cupcakes.
We did get to partake in cupcakes.
Yes. So also on his birthday we had held a fundraiser with RNN Crafty Creations, helped us with that with the t-shirts and sweatshirts, and we raised some money for Sean's house. So we were supposed to do it before Thanksgiving, and then there were something happened in their schedule on their end, so we were going to reschedule. And then just with the holiday, it was just so hard to try to pick a date.
The day we were supposed to go, there was this massive water main
Oh,
break.
that's what it was.
And all of Newark basically was shut down. Like the entirety of Kirkwood Highway.
Yeah.
There was no traffic moving. And then it was like 95 got backed up because there was an accident. Both ways were shut down. Like you wouldn't have even made it to Delaware anyway had we kept it. So, and I think having had to change it was even more meaningful.
It was, because we ended up going on Eli's birthday, which was really helpful, because I did cry pretty much all morning. I just woke up crying and just cried. And then I took a nap because I was tired from crying all morning. But it gave me something positive to look forward to. So then I got it together and got there. Presented them with the money,
and
which
you
was
did
so
really
nice.
well for
Thank
the
you.
situation we were in. I'm like, okay, I'm expecting we're gonna have we're gonna have a lot of emotions in this. It's gonna, but I not that you had to hold it together, but I thought that for everything we had to do, like you really were pretty strong in those moments.
Thank you. I appreciate it, but you're so supportive and you're just so good with me that I feel like it helps, because you're just accepting of whatever's coming up.
100%.
I will say the weekend that we were away, it didn't really happen the whole weekend, but it's already coming up. When we were decorating the cookies, I had to step away.
Yeah.
That was something that we did. You know, we made cookies together. It was my grandmom actually started that with us. We'd go every year. We would have she'd take us Christmas shopping, and we'd go back and make cookies with her. And I just did that with my kids. We just had a day or two or more of making cookies, because I love making Christmas cookies anyway, but it was fun with them. Yeah. So it just, while we were doing the cookies, it was a little rough.
Yeah.
And it's a mix of sadness and anger, which makes it complicated too. Because I'm angry you should be here, but I'm sad that you're not here. Yeah. So it's hard. I know it's not just in suicide that people feel that way. I know in a lot of different types of death.
Oh, yeah.
There's that mixture.
Okay. Sorry.
It's fine.
It's okay, buddy. It's still recording.
Yeah.
The screen went to sleep. Everything is still working. So if anyone's hearing humming or movement in the background, we do have Miller here, who's going to come on in a little bit.
Yeah, he's going to talk to us.
Yeah. So Miller, it's totally fine.
He's just making sure we're good.
Yep. Don't touch any buttons. I promise. He was really having a fun time watching us in the video.
Oh, was he?
He was watching, and then it went blank, and he thought it stopped recording.
How are we doing? How we doing, Miller? All
right,
right, we got thumbs up.
So just don't touch any buttons, okay? Okay, thank you.
He's so quiet. He's such a good boy.
And I mean, that weekend we did some Eli focused things. We did some everyone focused things. Yeah. And, took whatever time we needed. Yeah. And, it's not unexpected that would happen. And, I'm sure you didn't feel like you had to leave because of your emotions, but you just maybe needed to. Yeah. Which either way would have been fine. Yeah. We also played a lot of Uno.
Yes, we did, which was very nice. Yeah. It was very nice. Yeah. And speaking of Uno, I forgot, and I don't have it on because I've been wearing it nonstop. But we did go to a wedding last night, so I didn't want to wear it to the wedding because we were all dressed up fancy. But Jack had found this set. It's a Uno card necklace, and then a bracelet that has a Uno card, and then the earrings are the reverse.
That is so much fun.
Yeah,
I
and it
love
was
that
right
so
before
much.
Eli's birthday, so
Yeah.
it was perfect.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Uno being the ongoing theme of
Yes.
this whole podcast.
Yes.
We talk about it every single episode.
Yes. Yep. But it also, I've had a couple people ask, like, what's the significance of the Uno?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
So when we talk about Eli's birthday, what I want to like put out there to people is like you and I talked about it a lot, you know, and talked about, did you have plans? What were you thinking about? We talked about the cake, paying for someone's cake and stuff like that. And like what you were going to, if you were going to bake that day or not. And you know, there were all these kind of might do's. Like, I think I might try and do this. I might try and do that. And like plan making.
Yeah.
And then full acceptance for the fact that you didn't have to do any of it.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that people have a hard time with, right? Like, we could have planned a whole day's worth of stuff, but that's not what you needed.
Yeah.
And being flexible and forgiving of yourself and, you know, just understanding that no matter what plans you might make, you just might need to switch it up and take a nap.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
Any of that might happen.
Yeah.
And but I think that's something that, like, people might think shows weakness or is not the right way to be grieving, but you can't, like, especially in this time frame, that first birthday is huge, massive, right? So just knowing whatever it is that you end up doing is what you were supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Especially if you have someone to check on you and make sure that it's not anything self-destructive.
Yeah. And I do feel like I just want to mention this as well, because I was doing a little research, and I was talking to you about it earlier. The risk for bereaved parents for either attempting suicide or dying by suicide increases on major milestones, so birthdays, holidays, when you get to the death anniversary. And something I found interesting, I mean, you expect it immediately, which it is increased immediately after, but at the 25-month mark is that's when you see it the most, is at that 25-month mark. And I was just talking to also a mother that lost her child, and it's been many years. But she did share with me, she was like, the first year you're in such a fog, you're not really processing. She's like, that second year is what's going to get you. So that 25-month mark
at that
makes sense.
End of that second year. And I feel like we've talked about that a little bit before. It's like you go through these firsts, right? So you think about it and you're doing things and people are there.
Yeah.
That second year, you think you would have this expectation that it will be easier. And then it's not only harder, but surprising that it's harder.
Yeah.
And that's something that can shake people,
Yeah.
right? It can really cause a lot of shock that, oh, I didn't expect now to still feel this way.
Yeah, and you feel like, well, I'm just going to get through this first Thanksgiving, we get through this first Christmas, this first birthday. You think you get through all these, it's just going to get better. And, you know, talking to parents that it's been decades, some of these parents, and they're like, it never gets easier. It's just different.
Yeah.
Because you think, oh, at some point this is going to not feel like this anymore. And it was crippling in the beginning. Yeah. And now I can carry it now and it not be the focus of every single thought, but it still hurts. I still have moments where I'm just uncontrollably crying, and that's a daily thing. But it's not all day or half the day or hours now. Sometimes it's minutes and then I'm over it. Not over it, but I can gather myself. Yeah. I'm over that moment.
Yeah. Because it's one of those things, right? You don't just accept, you just find your new normal. Yeah. And it's going to involve pain. Yeah. And grief. Yeah. For the rest of your life. Yeah. You don't forget that your child is gone. Yeah. And the things that I feel like you cry about change daily too, because obviously you miss them, and you want them here, but it's also
grieving what you're never going to have.
Right.
I'm never going to see Eli get married or have kids, or what's he going to look like when he gets older.
Yeah.
So it's not just what I've lost that I already know, but it's what I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grieving a future.
Yeah. Yeah. And that'll never stop being true. It's, acknowledging you've now lived your last day in the year that he was alive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's okay to acknowledge it. And it's okay to talk about it.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone has somebody who can support them in that, because it's not easy.
No, it's not. And also recently, a mom that I had connected with, unfortunately, through the shared loss of a child, I just want to say, because unfortunately she passed away, and she was coming up on, next month would have been a year since her son passed. But I'm sad, selfishly, because we could talk to each other, and on the outside to everybody else, you're like, oh, I'm great. I'm good. Things are good. But, to each other, we could be like, I had the shittiest day. Or, dealing with patients. Mm-hmm. Somebody came in and had a shared name with her son, and she broke down. Or birth dates. Just things that, for other people might not be like, but for us, it's a big deal. She took a lot of phone calls, and dealing sometimes with people was, a little overwhelming, but she had supportive coworkers that would step in for her. So it was nice that she had that, but you don't always have that kind of support at work. And, sometimes it can be hard because you're trying to get through the day, and it's hard because you're having a hard day emotionally, and then it just intensifies the day that you're having at work. Mm-hmm. But it was nice to have someone that understood that.
Yeah.
And to say, like, the things that you can't say to other people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's nothing like, it's a community that no one wants to be a part of.
Yeah.
But really, the more people in the community that talk to one another, mm-hmm. the more support you feel.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't have to be a hidden thing.
And, honestly, and I didn't get the history on this, and I should have before I speak on something, but I know in the past, in history, women wore black, and mm-hmm. And this is where I should have read up on it, the length of time, I want to say like a year or something, they're in black.
In mourning,
and they're visible. People, they're still out, they're still living, but they're mourning, and everyone's aware this person is mourning. And now I feel like, as evolved as we're supposed to be, we now hide grief.
Yes.
Like, oh, funeral's over, you're good now. Mm-hmm. Come back to work. You got to do all the things you were doing before.
Yeah.
So I feel like we kind of went backwards, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, things used to be much more public, right? Mm-hmm. And towns were smaller, more insular, so you knew when somebody lost a child or a spouse or whatever, and the community rallied around mm-hmm. families.
Yeah.
And while that still happens to an extent, it's mm-hmm. not the same because the world has become so large.
Yes.
Right? It's so much easier to be like out there and out with the world. I mean, I think we might have talked about this on the first episode, but like mourning papers even, mm-hmm. like women who, or anyone who was mourning would get papers with black frames around mm-hmm. them. And as they went through the pad of paper, the frame got either smaller or not as dark. Mm-hmm. So as they're writing to their families or whomever, they could see the progression of where they were in their mourning mm-hmm. process, right? And it was much, much more just societally accepted mm-hmm. than it is now. I think there is a trend kind of getting back to that, and I think social media has something to do with that.
I think
there's a lot of mental health discussion on mm-hmm. social media, and a lot of people putting their grief out there, mm-hmm. which is good because it's community building and normalizing.
Yes.
And it hopefully will take away that like kind of societally drawn feeling of I'm a burden if I talk about it. I don't want to talk about it because I'm worried I'm going to make you upset, or if I talk about my loss, then you're going to be upset about your loss, or we won't be able to have a community. And I think kind of like the social media presence of this conversation is drawing that out in people and feeling like they have an ability to talk about it. That's, I mean, there's just a lot of discussion on grief that just needs to be in the bigger sphere. Yeah.
I think that would be a good episode to talk about. And we're talking about grief in social media.
Yeah.
I think that would be a good episode.
Yeah, that'd be a really good one.
Yeah.
Let me find some stuff. Someone write that down. We don't have Loretta here to write things down for us today. Miller. Yeah. Not going to be a good secretary. He's reading.
Yeah.
So we had, and we went out to dinner for Eli's birthday, and you made his favorite cake. You made cupcakes, but his favorite recipe.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Yeah. And then we got to plan coming back here. So that's where we have
and
been.
we already have a guest secured for next week, and then I have somebody else that wants to come on. So
I think we have a few guests lined up, and it'll be great. We can just like pop right back into it now that we're through that kind of like crazy phase.
Yeah, there was just so much going on, and it's true for everybody.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Are you getting anxious to come on? Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ready to bring on our guest? All right, come on over, bud. Probably don't have to bring the candy.
I don't know, Mom.
I don't want him chewing in my headphones. You want to put your headphones on? Hello, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
Hey, Miller.
We're gonna bring.
Thanks for joining us.
I can hear you more clearly now.
Yeah, very good.
Can you hear your own voice?
Yeah.
Yeah. How does that feel?
It just sounds different from my normal voice.
Yeah, it makes us sound just a little bit better, right?
Not really.
No.
So why don't you introduce yourself?
My name is Miller. I'm 10 years old, and I'm in 4th grade.
And who do you have with you, Miller? Who's this?
Yeah.
I just brought a Dogman plushie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
We love Dogman.
Yeah.
We love all sorts of books in our house. So we were talking a little bit, about some of the things that we did, and Miller got to come to a lot of those things. Actually, Miller was with us at the beach, and Miller came with us to dinner on Eli's birthday. Miller, how do you feel like it went going to the beach over in December, and how was your holiday?
I don't really remember that much.
You don't remember that much? Great. You're
Memory making.
That's right. He'll remember it when he's 20.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah? Did you have a good holiday? Do you feel like it went well?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you enjoy
Oh,
going?
yeah, I forgot we celebrated Miller's birthday, too.
That's right. Miller's birthday is the day after Christmas.
Yeah.
And did you have a good birthday?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you know what my favorite part of our weekend at the shore, or excuse me,
The
you guys are
beach
from
here in
Delaware. Beach. Do you know what my favorite part was?
What?
When you were on Jack's back and you were beating him up and he said, "But Batman, why are you hurting me?" And you said, "'Cause you're the Riddler." That was my favorite part.
I just wanted to attack him.
Yes. And you did.
You got
him.
I made him pass out
Yeah.
for like a minute.
Yeah.
You got him for sure. So, you know kind of the stuff that we talk about on our podcast?
No.
No, you don't know anything we talk about? You sat there and listened to us.
I didn't.
It's like I wasn't really
doing great.
listening.
I wasn't listening at all.
Yes. Best guest ever. Well, Miller, sometimes we talk about, what happens when people die and how we feel about it.
And this podcast is about Eli.
Yeah. And we've talked about Eli, right?
Yeah, but I never actually met him.
Yeah. Or you don't remember meeting him.
I think he doesn't remember.
Yeah. I think you might have
Yeah.
been pretty little because
Yeah.
Eli was a lot older than you.
Yeah.
It's like 11 years older
Yeah.
than you. So, yeah. He might have met you when you were a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we still talk about him a lot, don't we?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. You went to his birthday dinner?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we colored on his tablecloth
Mm-hmm.
at Christmas Eve.
That is true.
Yeah.
Can you please?
That is
stop?
correct.
So, do you ever remember knowing somebody that died?
My great grandma.
Mm-hmm. What do you remember about that?
All I remember is just the viewing,
Yeah. What's a viewing?
where you get to see the body.
Yeah. Sometimes. That's right. That's what it was when you went. Sometimes there's not a body because they get cremated. Remember we talked about that a little bit?
Yeah, I know what cremated is.
Mhm.
They burn the body.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
right. So you get to keep the ashes with you or put them somewhere special.
Like Eli's.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yep.
Yep.
You got to see Eli's urn,
Mhm.
right? That's what we call a place where we keep the ashes. What do you think's important when we talk to kids when somebody dies?
I would like to tell them the truth so that they know what happened.
Yeah.
I think that's very good advice, Miller. I think a lot of adults need to hear that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. And I think if you're not their parent, right? If I was talking to somebody and I was not their parent, maybe I would ask them questions, right? So maybe what I would recommend, at least if we're talking about children and grief, if a child was talking to me about it, said, well, what happened to my grandma?
Mm-hmm.
Pushing it back as a question. What do you think happened?
Yeah.
Because it's not my job to tell somebody
Mm-hmm.
what they should believe about it, but
Right.
it's my job to be curious
Right.
and figure out why they're asking that question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What kind of questions would you have, maybe?
I don't know.
You don't know? That's okay. That's
Yeah.
all right. Do you think that it's okay to be able to ask questions when something sad happens?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you feel like being safe to ask questions makes you feel better in a situation you don't know?
Kind of.
Yeah. What would make you feel the most safe to talk about something that made you sad?
I don't know.
No? Okay. Great. 10-year-old answers. This is
Yes.
going
Yep.
fabulous.
Mhm.
Well, Miller, tell us something that you're excited about right now. Is there anything right now that's making you feel excited?
Not that much.
Okay, great. Well, we're watching a show right now, aren't we?
Oh.
All together as a family.
Yeah. Stranger Things.
Stranger Things.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, we just finished the first episode of season 4 last night.
Yes.
It was very disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I can't wait until you guys get done because there's something I'd like to mention on here that really struck home for me, but I don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to
Maybe-
wait till you're done.
Maybe I
Yeah.
could be on the podcast the next podcast after we finish
That's
it.
That's
fine.
right.
That's fine.
Yeah. You can always come back on.
Yeah.
Especially if you have questions or
Mhm.
want to talk about something in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have questions about Eli? We've talked about him an
No.
awful lot.
I don't really have that many questions for him.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, why don't we just leave the mic and
Yeah.
You know us, always open to
Yeah.
talking to anyone.
Yep, we'll
Come
talk
on.
to anyone. So that's also a sign. If you want to come on, we'll talk to anyone.
Come on. Come on down.
I mean, it is a flaw of mine. I will talk to anyone.
She'll talk to anyone and
Yeah.
have them come on the
Yeah.
podcast. Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
Makes my job easy.
Yeah.
I just have to show up.
Yeah.
And sometimes bring my children. Right?
Right.
Yeah.
Maybe on the next podcast you could bring Brian. bring Byron.
That's right. Could
Yeah.
bring the oldest. That's for sure.
Unless he doesn't want to come.
Probably doesn't want to come, but we can always ask. I don't even think he listens, so it's fine.
It's okay.
Yeah. So, should we talk about our resource for
Yes,
this
and
episode?
which is great that we have Miller here, because Miller could give us firsthand knowledge, firsthand feelings on it.
That's right. The resource that I'd like to talk about today is the Barn at Springbrook Farms. And this is a nonprofit barn that offers animal and nature assisted therapies for children with diagnoses and their families.
Yeah. I go there for summer camp.
That's right.
Yeah.
Miller goes there for summer camp. How is summer camp? Tell me about what you do there.
I like seeing the animals.
Yeah. What kind of animals do
I
they
was
have?
just getting ready to ask.
What kind of animals do they have?
They have a cow, a bunny, a bunch of goats,
Oh,
Bunch
I
of
love
goats.
goats.
donkeys, horses,
Very nice.
cows, a pig.
They don't
I love
have
cows.
cows.
Aw.
They don't have
You
cows.
almost
Oh.
had me sucked in. I was gonna try to
I
go.
thought they did.
They don't have cows.
Couldn't-
Okay. I will preface that by saying cows visit camp.
Oh,
So if
nice.
you are at
Oh.
camp, Bailey's Dairy
Mm-hmm.
in Pocopson Township brings a mama cow and a baby cow.
Oh, I was gonna ask what kind of cow.
Yep.
I have a personal fondness for the dairy cows. My grandparents were dairy farmers.
Yep. So they bring
I
a
love Mm-hmm.
mama dairy cow and a baby, and the kids, the campers, get to feed the baby cow from a bottle. And there is something so special about the cows that
Mm-hmm.
they bring, because they will just lay on the ground,
Yeah.
and these kids can just lay on top of the cows and
Oh,
just
I
get
love
that like
it.
proprioceptive input, that
Yes.
like sensory seeking.
I love
And
it.
the cows are just the most calm. What else comes to camp that you like?
I like seeing the two-legged dogs come over.
Yeah.
Do they have little wheelchairs?
They do.
Yeah,
They
oh, I
do.
love it.
So on Instagram, 2-leg dogs.
Mm-hmm.
And he has 3 dogs that each only have 2 legs.
Oh my goodness.
4 dogs.
Well, he has 3 now. And they are trained therapy dogs.
Wow.
And he brings them to camp. And we have 6 weeks of camp. And each week he'll bring, usually he'll rotate which dogs he brings. And he has one that's missing his 2 front legs. And one that has 2 on one side. And they're so exciting. They bring their wheelchairs. They don't love their wheelchairs.
Yeah.
But it's such a unique thing, because like a lot of the kids that are there have often felt different. And here are these dogs that are different and just like them.
Yeah.
Right?
I
And
love that.
he reads stories about the dogs, and he has little collector's cards
Yeah.
for them. At camp at the barn at Springbrook Farm, so it's called Camp Geronimo, and we have a 1-to-1 camper counselor ratio, and it is very
Wow.
volunteer driven. There's a group of paid counselors that are trained in specific intervention techniques and to work with kids with disabilities, such as like autism, ADHD. We have some kids with Down syndrome. We have kids with genetic disorders, and there is a nurse on site.
Oh, very
so
nice.
if they need medication during the day or there's an emergency, that is fully cared for.
And the nurses are volunteer, right?
The nurses
that's-
are paid.
They're paid.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Weren't you one of the nurses once?
I was. That is how
Yeah,
we
okay.
found the barn, is I
Yeah.
was a camp nurse for a
Yeah.
while. Then I joined the board of directors, so I couldn't be the nurse anymore.
But that sounds so much fun.
It is spending as a nurse, working with these kids and spending your summer outside
Yeah.
with the animals and with the campers, and you just meet amazing children, and the counselors are also so amazing. I mean, we have so many kids who come during high school and just stay year after year and learn to work with these kids and work with the adult staff there and just build relationships. And it's my daughter Loretta, actually, she worked there all last summer, and every week it was just knowing she had to say goodbye to her camper.
Aw.
She would just be in tears because
Yeah.
she would bond with them so much, and it's just a great experience for the counselors and the campers.
Yeah.
So volunteer opportunities are there. If you have a child who has a diagnosis that doesn't typically have the ability to go to summer camp, this is an opportunity for them to attend a camp and be out in nature and work with animals. And they don't even have to do anything with the animals. There's so many other things that they can do specifically made for them. You know, kids who have maybe some behavioral issues can't go to a traditional camp because they might have one counselor to 16 kids. So if a kid has a meltdown or needs to take a break, everything has to stop.
Yeah.
That's not the case at the barn. So at the barn at Springbrook Farms, we are there for those children.
I love that. And say it again, what it is.
The barn at Springbrook Farms.
Okay.
And it is in Pocopson Township, in Pennsylvania. And they can be found on Facebook and Instagram. And they also have individualized programming throughout the fall and spring.
Oh, wow.
Where kids can sign up and come for like 6 weeks or 12 weeks and come for an hour with a one-to-one volunteer. And if there's specific goals, like if we want them to be more comfortable with animals or gain confidence, they can work on that while they're there. And it's all supervised by our professional staff that are there the entire time. And it's so individualized, and each week there's something new, and it really is we've had kids who come in to our programming who don't speak, and by the time they're through, like, they might stay with us for a few years and they're speaking full sentences.
That's amazing.
And talking to our animals, because animals are much easier to talk to sometimes than humans.
They are. When Hannah was younger, she did equine therapy, and it was those horses that work. Hannah has autism. I know you know that, but for anybody that doesn't know, and some of the children, just the way they just were reacting, like they would be really loud or yelling out, or when they were on the horses, you know, they would freak out because there's a bug around them, and the horses would just stop and wait, let the child, you know, get themselves together, where you would think that they would be trying to get the kid off, you know, and they're just so calm and patient with these kids. It's amazing. But Hannah loved it, and it was good for her too. Like even the grooming part of it and saddling the horse and all, like it was really good for her.
It's really, being around animals just changes the energy, right? And there's also socialization events if somebody couldn't commit to coming for that amount of time, where the families in our community come to the barn and get to just experience it for a few hours, but you're surrounded by families who know your struggles and know what you're going through, and who understand if your child is loud or your child has tics or whatever it might be. Everyone's understanding. What's your favorite part about the barn, Miller?
I just like seeing Bun Bun.
That's the rabbit.
Aww.
Yeah.
What color is Bun Bun's?
Gray, blackish.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. We have, and you like Nancy, right? The pig. We have a giant pig who was in someone's house growing up, so the pig is trained.
Oh.
So if you have like an apple, you can tell her to sit, and she'll sit. It's
I love it. I love it.
So we'll share their information once the episode comes out.
Yes.
But that is absolutely, it's a very unique resource to the area. Go ahead.
Like when I bring a full apple for lunch, if I don't finish it, I give it to Nancy.
Aw. Do you make her sit?
No.
No, you just give it to her.
She just takes out half of it in one bite.
Okay.
That's right. Anything
Very
else we
cute.
want to talk to our audience about? Was there anything you wanted to talk about that we didn't talk about?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, maybe the next time you come on, you can have a question for us.
Yeah. That would be cool, huh?
I mean, like, I thought I would get, like, asked about movies I saw and stuff, like you did. Like you
You're
did
right.
with Loretta.
Oh,
Okay.
that's right, because he saw the episode Loretta was on, where we talked about Predator Badlands.
Well, what's your favorite movie?
I don't have a favorite movie.
Okay.
Ask him what the last movie he saw.
What's the last movie you saw?
Five Nights at Freddy's 2.
Ooh, did you like it? We haven't seen it yet, but
Have you seen the first one?
we did.
Oh, okay.
There are a lot of jump scares.
Okay.
Now he's seen it twice.
Okay.
And
So
was
it's
it
good
still
enough
scary?
to watch another time.
Yeah, but I still get scared.
Yeah.
Jump scares are not my favorite
Yeah,
thing.
like during one of the jump scares, I just screamed, "Oh my god!"
In the theater.
I was going to say, did you go to the theater to see it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And how many times do you think you'll watch it more?
Probably like 1 or 2 more times.
1 or 2 more times. It was good enough to rewatch. He
Yeah.
said he wants us to watch it with him, so
Okay.
so that I can be scared too. But he'll warn me when the jump scares are
Okay.
coming.
Yeah,
because
because Mom doesn't like that.
I don't like it.
Why is your earring on
'Cause-
the table?
Because these headphones, if I have my earring in, it'll hurt.
Oh.
Yeah. Great question.
Yeah.
Very good question.
Well, see, you had a question.
Yeah, that's right. Awesome. So,
You going to sing us something?
are you going to
That's it?
sing?
No, it's just stuck in my head.
Oh, okay.
Sure. We all get songs stuck in our
Yes,
heads.
we
That is
do.
for sure. Well, next time you come on, Miller, we'll be more prepared for you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you for coming on with us, buddy.
Yeah. Don't walk away with the headphones on.
I'm sure you wouldn't be the first person.
That's true. That's probably true.
Wait, what?
Could you imagine if someone just got up and started walking away?
Yeah.
Well, I hope everyone had fun listening to this episode.
Yes.
And we'll be back soon with our next guest.
Yes.
That we're recording later this week.
Mm-hmm.
And anything else in closing, Amy?
No, I don't think so. This came together rather well because we
think so.
had no plan or outline. We just
Yeah.
started talking.
Which is what we do best.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, in closing, we hope that somebody out there who might be listening to us might have feel more heard or seen, or we help normalize some things for you.
Mm-hmm.
And please, if you have something you'd like us to talk about, shoot us a comment, shoot us a message, and we're happy to take suggestions.
Yes, we are.
And stay tuned for the next episode where you're going to get to hear the recordings of our medium
Yes.
dinner.
Yes. I'm excited to share those. They were pretty interesting.
Wait, you had
sure.
recordings of the dinner?
Yeah.
Of when we went to see a medium, who's somebody who hears people who have passed.
Oh.
Yeah. Did you think I meant Eli's birthday dinner?
Yeah.
When you licked all the icing off of your cupcake and
Yes.
then
And then
said,
handed it to your dad.
yeah.
Well, I
No,
mean,
we-
you did eat the best part.
It's true.
I didn't like the ice cream.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you didn't like it?
He
That's
doesn't
okay.
he doesn't love chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like most chocolates.
Okay. That's fair.
All right.
I only like milk chocolate
Okay.
Yeah.
and some white chocolate
Yeah.
and Hershey's dark chocolate.
I like Hershey's dark chocolate too. I think that's the best, actually.
I like those with s'mores.
Yeah.
I definitely don't.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
So, I guess-
Bye.
Bye. All right. Bye, everyone. Oh. The never.
We got-